see. Hey, y'all, what's going on? You are here with Chef Shanita and Sheila, crab cakes and cocktails, y'all. What's up? What's up? I can't see if there's anyone on or not, so I'm just going to chit chat until Chef Shanita is ready to roll. She's the technology person behind all of this. So shout out to Chef. So crab cakes and cocktails, y'all. See, there she is. Y'all say hey to Chef.
Hi.
Hey, Chef Shanita. She's a badass, y'all. She, low key and all of that, but when I tell you she's a badass, okay, she's a badass. And it is an honor and it is a privilege to share a medium with her. And so sometimes, and all too often, we take those gems within our local community and we take them for granted, because they are seemingly a little more accessible to us. And so we shouldn't do that. So, Chef, I want you to always know that it is my honor to work with you in any capacity that I can. I really, really appreciate you, and you inspire me.
Oh, you're making me blush. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, since this will probably stay on live and people can go back and watch it from the beginning, and since we're a technology person down, I'm going to jump right into the crab cakes.
Sounds good.
So that those can get set up while we hear about your cocktail, even though I'm going to be drinking water.
Okay.
Next time, we'll pre-make my cocktail so I can have it over here.
You can have it at the same time. Yes, I love it.
Okay. So because we're in quarantine time and just what you can get at the store is what you can get. I wasn't able to get all lump crab meat. I got lump and claw meat, which is fine.
Okay.
And so I always like to examine the crab meat first. And even, they're saying everything is fresh in the store, but the first examination is with the nose. If you open that can or that container and it has a smell that smells like anything other than the sea, then you probably are not going to have crab cakes that night. Do you want to just don't do it? So with the lump meat, but I also like to just kind of pick through it a little bit, but not break it up, and make sure there's no, sometimes because crab meat is something that's done by hand, even in the store, it's not a machine process. So you have to make sure there's no shells. Sometimes you'll get a little piece of shell in there.
Got it. So now, Chef, can you tell us where can people in the grocery store, where can they find lump crab meat at or crab claws at?
So if you go to the grocery store, and it's a real grocery store that has a meat counter.
Yes.
And they'll have like shrimp and pork chops and salmon and all that. Typically where they have the ice that has the seafood, they'll have the cans, or it'll be right in that area of the store.
Okay, got it. Got it.
So that's where you find it at.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Just in case there's someone watching who isn't sure, where to find it. So you're making sure that there's no shells or anything left in the meat without tearing the meat apart.
Right. You just want to, it's been pressed in a can or a container. So you want to I'm just feeling through it. And then that just touching it is going to break it up a little bit. Okay. So I am a crab cake purist.
Okay.
So if you're going to have a crab cake, it should taste like
a crab cake.
Right.
Yes.
So I feel like sometimes people do too much with crab cake.
Okay.
And there's like all this extra stuff in there that takes away from the crab. So on the inside of this crab cake mix, we're going to get kosher salt and black pepper.
Okay.
And I'm not going to assume that anybody watching this has been on before. So everybody who knows, who's been cooking with me, knows that this is the brand of kosher salt I like. I don't particularly care for that blue box brand.
Okay. Got it.
if that's all you can get, then you got to use what you can get. So I gave it a
And
good, healthy sprinkling of salt and pepper. And I already have my salt and pepper mixed together. So,
got it.
and
Okay.
then I'm going to give it a douse of a half of a lemon.
Okay.
Fresh lemon juice always brightens up the flavor.
Yes.
And I'll grab those seeds. They just fall right on the top.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yep.
what kind of kosher salt was that, Chef?
It's called Alisi, and it's from the Mediterranean Sea. It's made naturally from the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, got
So
it.
that's the brand I like. And then
Okay.
this is my finishing salt. I'll use this at the end when we
Okay.
do the sauce. So that's a little bit different.
Okay.
That salt is a little bit more expensive. Not really wanting to just sprinkle that on the inside of everything. You want to save that for the top.
Okay, for the bang to the
Yes.
yes, I got it. Okay.
So then I'm gonna give it about a tablespoon or so of fresh parsley.
Okay.
I like the flat leaf parsley. That curly parsley does not it doesn't have any taste to me. I don't particularly care for that parsley. So yeah. So we're gonna
now
give it.
you know, Chef, that's an herb that I don't use a lot of. I use a lot of thyme, a lot of basil, and cilantro. I don't use a lot of parsley at all.
So Italian flat leaf parsley is really great because it has a fresh taste. Like they used to say back in the day that they put it on the plates in Italy because it just would naturally kind of help freshen that breath to cut down on like garlic and things like that. And so when I'm doing like a seafood thing, I always try to hit it with some fresh parsley in there. It just really brightens up the flavor. And when you cut it, you'll smell it. It's got this like earthy smell to it that just makes it, really great. So I like to do that. Then I'm using chives, but if you can't find chives, you can totally use green onion. But I chose chives because it has a milder onion flavor, but I feel like you need a little bit of onion, a little bit of that oniony bite to help. And so I'm just gonna chop those chives up.
Now, Chef, tell us the difference between a chive and an onion.
I think that it's like a younger, it's in that onion family. So if you want to go, for me, in terms of flavor, like sharpness, you would start with the chive. That would be the mildest. Then I would do a green onion, and then probably a wild onion, because the wild onion to me is the size of a green onion, but it's just a little bit more pungent in a different way. Then I would go with a shallot, then red onion, and then your different varieties of white, yellow, and white onion. Because they're all different. Like a Vidalia onion is going to have some sweetness. So
I like those.
Yeah. So if you're going to make like a homemade onion ring, then you want to go with like a Vidalia. Like if you use a Spanish yellow onion, it's going to be real oniony. But when you fry up that Vidalia, it's going to have a little bit of sweetness to it that makes it a little bit more mild.
Okay. All right. Look at that. Look, I'm learning some stuff. I hope y'all are too. Okay.
So then you're going to do chives, and then I'm going to add a little bit of dill.
Okay.
Again, dill has that bright, earthy freshness to it, and it's all really complimentary.
Nice.
So that's going to go in there. Now, some people when they're binding it, they use panko breadcrumbs. This is something that I got from my dad. I either use oyster crackers ground up or saltine crackers, which is why I go easy on the salt, because these are a little bit salty. So you're going to have the oyster cracker instead of the breadcrumb. Okay. And then I also don't add any egg. I just go with this is my mayonnaise of choice, Duke's.
Is that Duke's? I love Duke's. Yes. Guess what? I just found a big jar of Duke's in the city ad. You'll never believe it.
Where?
I was shocked. So I had to grab some, even though I didn't need any, because I already got 2 jars.
Right.
At,
No.
at the Sunfresh on Prospect. They had Dukes. Yes.
Listen, I didn't know anything about Dukes until about 5 years ago. I went to Charleston to take a cookbook writing boot camp with the Lee brothers.
Okay.
And they every day they had some like food for us. And the last day they had like a whole bunch of Southern tea sandwiches. One was like shrimp salad, egg salad, ham salad, you know.
Okay, yes.
And I'm like, dang, this shrimp salad is so good. And then they were like, yeah, it's Duke's. Listen, I stopped at the on the way to the airport and got some Duke's and had it in my bag. And I took all the shrimp sandwiches in a Ziploc and ate them on the plane. They were like, just take them with you. So,
I know that's right. Yes.
Since then, I've been in the Duke's family. So
yeah.
I'm gonna add, for this amount of crab, I'm gonna add about a half a cup to start with, and then we can go more. You want it to be moist to come together, but not like juicy and soppy. And then people always get mad at me because they're like, well, what's the exact amount? Well, I don't know how much crab you put in there. And really for me, it's about technique. If I teach you the technique, you figure out the quantity on your own. If you use a lot of crab meat or a little crab meat, you just have to figure that part out. So I'm going to add about half of these oyster crackers.
Okay.
And they're a rough chop. So I don't grind them into a fine powder. I still leave them with some texture. And then crab cakes are something that you got to make with your hands.
Okay.
Because if you get in there with a spoon, you're going to be breaking that crab up and turning it into like
little stringy stuff.
It's going to look like cat food.
Yeah.
That's not what you want.
Yeah. So 2 things I've learned. So you do not use an egg, because I use 1 egg and I also use panko, but no egg, Duke's mayo, and oyster crackers.
Yep.
Instead, I love it.
It's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to add just a little bit more cracker.
Okay.
Just to probably just the rest of it.
Okay.
And then the next thing I like to do is I'm going to patty them out. And then I like to let them set up in the refrigerator just so that everything can marry together.
Yes,
and,
makes sense.
Oh my gosh, I wish we had smell-o-vision, because these smell so good already. Okay. So this is my meal. So I'm going to see how those have come together.
Yes.
And you're just going to pat them out. And onto a sheet they'll go.
Okay.
But see, the thing about a crab cake is everything in it is cooked. The crab is already cooked. It's not raw.
Exactly.
So you're just really trying to heat it through. You're not trying to and that's the other thing. People will cook the shit, excuse my French, out of a crab cake. On the inside, it'll be so parched. You're like, God, can I get some moisture?
Right.
So I like to let them set up in the refrigerator so that when you go to brown, you're just browning them on the outside and warming them through. And they're not, they're not. Yeah, because sometimes you get a crab cake and you're like, woo, child. Woo.
Yes, I've had 1 or 2 like that,
Oh my God.
Matter of fact, I remember being in Baltimore. Was that Baltimore? Yes. And that Jimmy's Famous Seafood.
Ew.
I was not impressed. I'm like,
this
first of all, they overcooked it.
This particular mix is more of a Baltimore style crab cake. They really don't put a whole bunch in the crab cake
That's
mix.
why I like those.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's more about the crab. It's more about the crab meat. Yes.
Well, because it is called a crab cake, not a bread cake.
Right. I love it.
It is. The crab should be the star. It is the ingredients in the name.
Yes. So, I'm cooking up a cocktail for us.
Okay, yes, I want to know about this cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I'm touching them. I found a little piece of shell as I was putting them together.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's not quite summer yet. And what I did find or discover that the grocery store that I went to, which is the store that I go to the most, there were no fresh peaches. I'm like, oh my God. And so the idea was that I would make my own like peach puree. Okay.
Well, part of that, is because Mexico's mad at us and we can't get no summer fruit from them because they're like, F you, your wall, and your funky coronavirus. You ain't getting shit. But anyways, I digress.
Look, tell them don't be mad at us. We want fresh peaches.
They said, well, wait till your damn farmers grow them in the summer. You ain't getting shit from us.
I love it. So, oh my goodness. So I had to use frozen peaches, of course. And of course, the frozen peaches, all of the $3 bags or $2.99 bags were gone because I'm just making a cocktail. I don't need a whole. So I had to buy the bag of peaches that was like $10. I'm like,
well, that means you're gonna have to make some cobbler.
So you're gonna have to step me. You have to step me through that. I have never, ever made a cobbler, and the only dessert I've ever made is a box cake. I just am not a pastry or dessert person.
Okay, well, spoiler alert. What people typically make here in Kansas City is not cobbler. So there's that. It's pie. It's got 2 crusts. That makes it a pie. So there's that part.
Okay.
So I think you'll be fine. If you put a bottom crust and a top crust, people here are gonna think you're doing something fantastic.
Okay, all right. So I got 2 pre-made crusts because again, I don't know how to make no crust. So I'm gonna play around with it. What I need to do, heat the peaches up, put some vanilla, some cinnamon, some sugar, and butter.
And a little bit of flour to thicken it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And just let it simmer on the stove top until it starts thickening. You've cooked the starch out and then let it cool.
Okay. That's important. Now let it cool.
Yes. Okay. If you're putting the bottom crust on there, let it cool. Otherwise, it's going to be all mushy. But sometimes people like that mushiness on the bottom. So then just put it right in there and let it brown up.
I'm trying to think. Did my mother do a bottom crust?
So my grandmother didn't even make it like that. She made it the old school way with the dumpling.
Oh, yeah. I've had them like that. I've had them like that too. Yeah. I've seen them like that.
You just put the dumpling in there and then it's like wet and it rises to the top. And it's like a biscuity type top. So that's how she made it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, while you start mixing that up, I'm going to check and see if we have any comments on the screen. And you start
it. I'm going to start mixing our cocktail up. Okay, y'all. So I got these peaches and these frozen peaches. Made a little bit of a puree. Okay. Those are the peaches. So then I got some whiskey, y'all. So we are in Kansas City. And Jay Rieger is one of our hometown distillers, okay? So picked up some Jay Rieger. Shout out to Jay Rieger. They have done some amazing work in our communities during the time of COVID for getting meals out to the community. So we thank you from Chef Shanita's Kitchen, from the Gangster Goodies Kitchen to Jay Rieger's Kitchen. We really, really appreciate the work that you've been doing. And so we're gonna get that stuff mixed up. It's called Peaches and Cream, y'all. Okay. So I've already got a shaker filled with ice. And so I'm going to put in my whiskey. I'm a whiskey kind of girl. Whiskey and bourbon. I like vodka too, but I'm trying to, teach myself more about whiskey. So here we have, I'm gonna put like this is a shot. Okay. I'm gonna do a shot and a half, okay, y'all? So, which is an ounce, okay? So a shot glass is an ounce. So I'm gonna do like a shot and a half. Okay, there we go. Now, the next thing, that lid flew over. So the next thing I'm gonna put in there is in here is a peach schnapps. So I'm going to put, and it's an ounce. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to add, about a week ago, I made a simple syrup with oranges and thyme. And a simple syrup is simply sugar, water. That's all it is. And so I try to infuse a little bit of flavor in it. Those peaches ain't all that sweet, and so that's why I'm kind of adding this. Okay, so I'm going to add about a half an ounce of that. It turned out really. It has thyme in it too. Then we're going to put an ounce of half and half. Ooh, or maybe an ounce and a half. There we go. And let's get our glass ready. Before I shake that, y'all, we're going to get the glass ready. So I have a martini glass. Okay, you can use a glass of your choice. And here I took and I mixed, and I put on this plate a mixture of brown sugar and white sugar. Okay, I'm going to use an orange wedge, to moisten the rim so that sugar will stick. Okay, and then I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, so we're getting that. It's a little bit of brown sugar and white sugar mixed. Okay,
that's fancy.
I know, right? So there we go. And we're going to shake it now. Now, I've told you guys, when you make a martini, you're going to shake it so well that you can actually literally hear the ice melting. And that's what makes the drink cold. Then you don't have to put ice in it, okay? So shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
I know a bartender told me that you got to have frost on the outside of the shaker. If the outside of the shaker is not frosted, you didn't shake it enough.
Right. Y'all heard her, right? I told y'all, you look, the frost on the shaker, that's and it's getting there. Okay. So here we go, y'all. Here's our glass. And it's called Peaches and Cream.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Oh my God. And of course, we are going to garnish it with one of those frozen peaches. But when it's peach season, use fresh peach. And just drop it in there. And let's see.
See, I'm being extra. I probably would have broiled that peach a little bit just to get some
color on it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, y'all. Chef.
I'm going to drink another sip of my water.
Okay.
And pretend like it's that good cocktail you're having.
Oh my God, it's so good. Now, I think the only thing I would do is maybe do something to up the peach flavor a little bit.
You know what? I bet once you get some, put some peaches in your simple syrup.
There we go.
Yeah, cook it with the peaches.
Oh my God, y'all, that is so delicious.
Okay, that sounds really good. I'm actually kind of sad that I'm not having that, and I'm drinking water. And I'm not drinking water because I don't have a whole plethora of liquor, just because I didn't think to make myself a cocktail.
Right.
Or as Monty says, a cottontail.
A cottontail. Oh. So, oh my goodness. So here's the cocktail version. We're the cocktails and crab cakes, y'all. Oh my God. Cheers, y'all. Let me tell you. We'll put the recipe in the comments so you guys can try it. And when you try it, tag us. Take a picture and tag us in it. We want to know that y'all trying it, okay?
I don't know why everything wants to burn today. I know my little apartment stove is ready for me to go back to work. Like, for real. It's like, girl, what are you? Leave us alone.
Right. You have worn us out.
Between that and me breaking stuff, my maintenance people are like, God, like, how much more stuff do we have to fix? That's because I didn't do nothing here, so I didn't know the stuff was broke.
Right, exactly. When you work like you work,
Right. Okay, so I'm making a remoulade really quick because that's where you get fancy with your crab cake, is in your condiment. And remember, I think I told you and everybody else, I am a condiment connoisseur. If we actually looked in that refrigerator, we would find quite a few condiments. So I have green pepper, celery, red onion, red pepper, the Grey Poupon, the real coarse mustard. Oh, I'll put that one over here. Then I'm going to add some Red Devil hot sauce to give it a kick. And a little bit of lemon juice. And then salt and pepper.
Oh my God,
it looks so delicious. I'm kind of jealous. I'm gonna put some more of that Duke's mayonnaise in there.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I buy this little bitty thing of Duke's like that was gonna last me? I'm used almost all of it.
And look, I can go back over there tomorrow because it was on sale for $3.99.
Oh my gosh.
The big jar. I figured they probably don't know what they got.
No, they don't. They don't. I think this was $3.99.
Right. I even said to the cashier, I said, "Oh my God, I'm so shocked. You guys have Duke's mayo."
That is, listen, they were saying in the comments, Duke's, what is that? It's something that y'all just need to know.
Yes, that's the best mayo ever.
Okay, so that's ready. I just go by color here. I'm going to add a little bit more hot sauce.
Okay.
And I'm going to add some of that fresh dill to it. And you know what? It's the springtime, and that's the best part about cooking in the spring and summer is that you got all these fresh herbs,
Yeah.
that are becoming available.
Y'all see her cutting them herbs up. Y'all should see me trying to cut up some herbs. She's a professional.
You know what? Yeah, listen, when you're an apprentice and you get yelled at for taking too long, you learn how to do things very quickly.
Oh my goodness. Can you just airship me or put me a crab cake in the drone and send it over?
I know. Pretty soon this will be over and we'll be cooking together. Okay, so I'm also preheating my cast iron.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm going to fry these up in, is my cast iron skillet.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my cast iron has been putting in work. I just baked a pizza in this the other day. So.
Yeah. That cast iron is the business, isn't it? It is. Yes. I love it.
So I'm going to put a little bit of peanut oil. We talked about oil before, but I'll share it with you. So you gotta be careful. A lot of people like to fry with like olive oil or something like that. And the issue with that is that olive oil has a low smoking point. So what happens is that one, it smokes up your whole entire house. And makes everything stinky. And two, once you overheat olive oil, you really change the fat profile. So now what was healthy fat is now bad fat. So if you don't want to use peanut oil, then I recommend grapeseed or avocado oil.
Okay. I haven't used really avocado oil, but I have the grapeseed and coconut.
Yeah. Coconut, I don't really like that coconut oil either.
Really?
It gives a flavor of coconut. So unless I want it to taste like coconut, then I'm not really fooling with it.
Really? Okay.
So, for you who just joined, what's in the crab cake is dill, parsley, chives, salt, pepper, lemon, mayo. And I already preheated this, and then I turned it down to medium. That's the point of having a cast iron when you're especially in these little spirally, not so good stoves, because you're really in control of how it cooks. Please put the seafood back in the oven or the refrigerator while you're waiting on the other ones to cook so it doesn't get warm. We're not trying to get a foodborne illness while we're avoiding coronavirus.
Right. No, not at all. Okay, look at you.
And so here's where people mess up. You see, I just put them in there. I'm gonna wipe off the counter, start putting things away. But what people do is they start touching them. They're like scooting them around. They're splashing
Yes.
them down. They're doing
Yes.
all this stuff. So then they're like, well, mine's stuck. Mine fell apart because you were touching it. Just let it in there. Sometimes I might just go in and give them a scoop. But when I have the cast iron, I know that it's well seasoned because I use mine all the time.
Yes.
And it's not going to stick.
Right. And you know what? Is it true, Chef? Because I don't know, because I know what it seems like when I use it. But is it true that a cast iron skillet that is well seasoned is like basically non-stick?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I'm done with this, I'm going to pour the excess oil off and wipe it with a damp towel, and that's it. This is not going to go in the sink and get soap and water, and I will probably break up with you, unfriend you, and leave you in real life if you put this in the dishwasher. Like that. That's a no.
That's a no.
A no.
Okay. Y'all hear that? So for those who are just joining us, here is our peaches and cream martini. It has our hometown distillery, J. Rieger's whiskey in it, y'all. Y'all give J. Rieger's a shout out. They've been awesome in the community, getting people fed.
Oh, speaking of that, I forgot. So Rieger, the actual distillery, is closed and they're not doing anything. But what they just started again was their to-go service.
Okay.
Where you can get their pre-mixed cocktails to go. And they're going to be donating from this weekend. I can't remember the end date, but they're going to donate $15,000. All of the 100% of the proceeds are up to $15,000 to the Crossroads Kitchen to help feed people who are not getting meals. So if you guys want to get a cocktail kit or you can order the show them the whiskey. They have whiskey. They've got gin. They've got vodka, and then all the little kits.
And last week I got the vodka. I found it at the Constantino's downtown. It was on sale for like $16. So
now I flipped them over. I'm gonna add just a little bit of butter.
Okay.
As we're finishing. I don't add the butter first because it'll burn.
Yes, that makes sense.
I'm just trying to give them a little bit of that buttery flavor.
Y'all don't mind me. I'm just sipping. This is so good, Chef. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to have some more water.
Let's do a toast.
A toast. Cheers.
Cheers.
To Black Girl Magic.
Yes, absolutely. Black Girl Magic.
So I am sliding these because I want to get a little of that butter under the bottom.
Okay.
But I'm not pressing. I'm just sliding. You guys press. Don't press. Same thing with burgers. That's why I don't eat y'all's burgers at the cookout. Y'all think I'm judging you. I am. Because you done pressed every bit of juice out that burger. I just have a burnt hot dog. No, thank you. For the dry burger.
Right. And it's people really do, and including me, we manipulate our food too much when we're cooking. Because that steak you taught us how to make, I went and I said, okay, I'm going to do this step by step by step. When I tell you, hands down, the best steak I have ever cooked.
Right. It was all crispy on the outside. It was juicy on the inside.
When I tell you it was perfect, it was perfect. Yes.
So I have this little burner is not quite even. This one's not as brown as I would like it. So I'm going to flip it back over and get a little more brownness.
Okay.
But they're basically done.
They're done. Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to, you could put them on like a wire rack and slide in the oven on low. Like say you were making like a whole bunch of these brunch or something. Right. So then I just take them out of here.
I want one of those.
Then I like the remoulade sauce. So I'm going to put a little bit of remoulade right on the top.
Let me put my glasses on.
And there we have it. If you want to get fancy, you can put a little bit of dill on there.
Now you got to taste it and tell us how fire it is.
Put a little dill
Look
on
at that,
there.
y'all. Look at that.
The key is don't over manipulate them. Don't press them down in the pan. Just let them chill. And I have seen people put things like cream cheese in them. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Why is there cream cheese in the crab cake? Okay.
Someone tried to call me again, and so the whole sound thing just happened like it did when we did the test.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna do what we did before. Oh my God.
It was so good.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
See, I can't hardly hear you now, so I'm gonna go out and come back in. Okay.
Okay, guys, I switched to the other. Are you there?
Yes. Okay. Now I'm just like, what? So to my peeps that are calling me, okay, y'all must didn't get y'all text about I'm gonna be live with Chef Shanita at 6:30 or your inbox or come on, y'all.
I switched now. I'm at the desk. So
So I have one more thing I'm gonna show.
Yeah.
So what would you eat with your crab cakes? And so a salad. You eat or nothing or just something simple as a salad. Here is a salad, and it just has, it's not, romaine lettuce. I put some fresh beets in it, some apples slices in there, some miniature peppers, and little cherry tomatoes. But what I really want to bring your attention to is this bowl. Look at that.
That bowl is amazing.
Look at that. Oh my God. We are going to give a shout out to Chef Shervin over at Mesob. And so y'all be on the lookout for Shervin tableware, y'all. That is fire. Okay. So look at you. Okay. So you eating your crab cake. Let me get my drink. I'm going to need a crab
cake. And you have
I'm going to need a crab cake to soak this drink up. How about that?
Right. Oh, that was good.
It was good. Yes.
Now I might just save the other two for Sunday brunch and make a little eggs Benedict on top.
That sounds good. It is Mother's Day, actually, Sunday.
Yeah. Someone asked, why do we like Dukes?
Oh, well, I like Dukes because I like the creaminess of it. I like the flavor of it. And it's real mayo. It's not a salad dressing.
Right. It's not sweet. So if you want something that's sweet, like that
that other brand
or the other one.
Yes.
You're not going to like Dukes.
Yes. 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 Katina, get you some Dukes, honey. You'll be like, and matter of fact, this morning on my way, I had treatment this morning. And so I put in, while I was getting dressed, I put in 4 pieces of bacon in the oven. I got my little brioche bun ready so that I could toast it a little bit. And I got my Dukes out and a little bit of lettuce and tomatoes. And so I had a BLT on the way to treatment. Oh my God, it was fabulous.
Oh, that's a fancy bacon sandwich. Normally I'm just doing toast, butter, and hot sauce.
Toast, butter, and hot sauce?
And bacon.
Kathy says she can't wait to try. Oh, yes, Kathy. You will be like, oh yeah, that Dukes is the business.
Dukes and these crab cakes. But yeah, my favorite breakfast sandwich is just like a thick cut bacon with toast and hot sauce and butter.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I got that from, but something I just like to eat. So,
oh my goodness,
Sheila,
I want one of them crab cakes, girl.
I know. I want a cocktail. We're gonna plan better next week.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So, thank you guys for joining us. We will see you all next Thursday at 6:30. We're gonna do charcuterie board and condiments. Most of the condiments in that refrigerator I made. So
nice. I'm excited.
So
I love charcuterie boards, and they're so, I mean, at this time of year for, when we get through with this COVID and we can have, patio parties and brunches and all of that stuff. Oh my God.
Well, even if you can't have a patio party, then you can have a patio party with yourself.
Yes.
Outside on your own porch.
Yes.
Your own snack out there. Because for me, a charcuterie board can be a dinner.
Yes. So maybe next week when we do this, maybe we can do it both outside on our patios.
My neighbors are a little loud, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
The people downstairs get off work and commence to get off work activities. And sometimes they forget that there's somebody who lives above them.
I understand.
Yeah, but you could probably go outside. I don't know if I would be able to go outside.
Okay. I might do that. Do that from outside, and you tell me what I know, the things that I like on a charcuterie board, and so I'll kind of, so I can eat too. And we need to get, and then we're gonna do sangria.
You do a savory one, and I'll do a sweet one. There
we go.
Because I've been playing around in my mind with this peanut butter and jelly style charcuterie board. Have like different nut butters, like pecan, like cashew, and then your peanut butter, and then like maybe like a blueberry jam and a strawberry.
Oh, look at you. That's perfect.
Cheese and goat cheese. So that's I'll do a sweet one and you do a
and I'll do the third. Okay, there we go. But you know what? That means you're gonna have to give me your recipe for your hummus. Oh my God, Shanita, that hummus.
Wait, which one? The sweet potato hummus?
The sweet potato hummus.
Rice hummus.
That one.
The red beans and rice. Yeah.
That one. Yes. So I know I'm gonna have to make some red beans. I can do that. That's my first step, right? Make some red beans. Okay. And rice. Okay. You have to give me your look. You have to tell me what you season your red beans and rice with first, and then.
You know what?
I
will get you a pack of seasoning because I have my no salt seasoning. It's in a little bag, so I'll get you that. I use that, and then you can add salt to it.
Okay. Yeah. And so I'll make up a batch of the sangria, and so you'll have that.
Okay.
And so we'll exchange seasonings for sangrias. There we go. Look at there. What y'all think about that? Well, look, Chef, we on to something. I love it.
Well, we'll see you guys next week for charcuterie and sangria.
Look at that. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.